Today, let's give you my ultimate up-to-date Town Hall 13 upgrade guide for buildings and the laboratory and how you can upgrade faster. What's good, my friends? My name's Corrupt. You guys have been asking for a Town Hall 13 upgrade guide for quite a while down in the comments below. Along with that, it has been about 7 months since I last made a video on a Town Hall 13 upgrade guide. So let's go ahead and start off with the Town Hall boost. It is a very important thing that you really want to know. When you upgrade from Town Hall 12 all the way into Town Hall 13, you will get what's known as a Town Hall boost. This allows you to have a hero boost, power boost, resource boost, and a star bonus boost. Each of these will last for 5 days, and it will allow you to start Town Hall 13 on the right foot. Now, Town Hall 13 is when the grind gets real. All the upgrade times and upgrade costs are very time consuming and pretty expensive. Now, if you're a free-to-play player, you can still upgrade all of these buildings, but it's going to take you a while, as some of these are going to be between 15 days in terms of upgrading, all the way up to 18 days to upgrade. So it's something that you do want to pay very close attention to and starting to plan your upgrades. Let's start with the builder upgrade order, starting off with all the things that you unlock new at Town Hall 13. This includes the Royal Champion, Scatter Shots, and the additional traps. You should be upgrading the additional traps up to the Town Hall 12 level, so you are at par with all of your other trap levels. Now, in terms of the other things, the Royal Champion you should get immediately. It is going to be really good, and you'll be able to take advantage of the Town Hall boost of having 5 extra levels on it immediately. Along with that, getting the scatter shots is very important. Now, if you do not have enough gold from the season bank, or you have not upgraded your storages, this is something that you're going to have to wait on, especially for players who are free to play. Now, along with your heroes, you want to be able to focus on all of them. Your Royal Champion, Archer Queen, Grand Warden, and Barbarian King. The idea is you want to focus on this one first, going up 5 levels. So you want to make sure that she's going from level 1 all the way up to level 5 or level 6, depending on where it is. And then for the Archer Queen, you really want to focus on her going from 65 all the way to 75. You should be focusing on the Grand Warden non-stop because he only takes Elixir, not Dark Elixir. And then you want to also focus on your Barbarian King a little bit later in terms of Dark Elixir. So going from 65 to 75 is one of the final things that you'll probably do with him. Now, there are of course things that you don't even need to upgrade at Town Hall 13. This includes your spell factories, resource collectors, sweepers, traps like the skeleton traps, tornado traps, and the spring traps, along with your dark barracks. All of these are things that you don't need to touch unless you rush them, which in case you will need to upgrade them as soon as you can. But overall, you can just go ahead and leave these be, as you don't need to upgrade them. Now let's start with the builder priority list. We want to start off with the clan castle and the laboratory. These are very, very important to upgrade as soon as you can. I would go ahead and use a hammer of building on the CC as soon as you can, because it does take 18 days, one of 2 of being the longest upgrade time at Town Hall 13. The laboratory, on the other hand, I would use a book of building, or you could just wait it out, though you won't be able to take advantage of the Town Hall boost. Outside of that, you then want to go ahead and start doing your storages. This is really important because if you haven't unlocked the scatter shots, you will be able to once you upgrade your storages. After this, you should also go ahead and work on the Giga Inferno. The Giga Inferno will be able to deal more damage the higher level it goes, and also it has a slow from level 3 to level 5. So I would recommend getting the Town Hall maxed as soon as you can. It's really important, and it is a big defense, but it's going to help you a lot because it could make or break an attack. The next thing that I would recommend upgrading after this is going to be some of your offensive stuff, such as the army camps and the barracks. This is really important, mostly because getting the army camps done is going to allow you to have 300 housing space. And of course, the new troop, the Dragon Rider, is really strong, so I would recommend getting this as soon as possible. The workshop. This is something that you don't really need to upgrade unless you are the one donating CCs, like the seed machines. Then I would highly recommend upgrading it early. Other than that, upgrade it whenever you want. Just remember it has 2 levels with the siege barrack and of course the log launcher here at Town Hall 13. Next, let's get into the high priority defenses, starting off with the Seeking Air Mine. This is really important, and it is going to provide a lot of support, from being able to take down blimps quicker just because of the recent balance changes, but along with the fact that it is going to deal more damage. So being able to take down healers quicker and also the battle blimps really do help a lot. And of course, dealing with other air units. Outside of that, the other things that you do want to pay very close attention to are going to be some of your other defensive structures, such as the Eagle Artillery, the Scatter Shots, Inferno Towers, and the Expos. Doing the Eagle Artillery first is really important, using a hammer to take care of it, because it does take 18 days, very similar to the CC. It is one of the most important things to upgrade. If left alone, it can deal a lot of damage, so you want to make sure that you're upgrading it first so you have a better chance at defending. Outside of that, the Scattershot, Infernos, and Expos deal a good amount of damage, and they're able to really support the base as a whole. Which of course, you want to upgrade some of your other traps. You're going to become a little bit stronger with the small bombs, giant bombs, and red air bombs. Gives you a little bit more power, but specifically these 3. Of course, the Air Defense, Tesla, and Wizard Tower are all very important to upgrade. This allows you to sort of stop those Dragon Rider attacks, specifically with the air defenses and the Teslas. Of course, the final thing that you will want to upgrade is going to be your cannons, your archer towers, your mortars, and your bomb towers. That is all of the things that you will need to upgrade once you go to Town Hall 13. So with that, let's move on into the laboratory. So with all of these troops here, what should you upgrade in the lab first? Well, let's give you my priority for it. To start off, you want to start with the Dragon Riders. The other thing that you will want to upgrade is, of course, the Dragon. I would use a Hammer of Fighting on it. That way you are able to start using a Hydra almost immediately. The next thing I would then go ahead and upgrade is going to be the Healer, mostly because you can then start using some Queen Charged based attacks. You then want to focus in on your Heal spell. Then you want to do your Miners. Now after this, I would then go ahead and focus on working on your smash attacks, mainly the P.E.K.K.A.s with the Wizards, mainly Super Wizards, and the Yetis as well. Now after this point, you then want to also focus on your Lalo portion. This is going to be your Lava Hound, your balloons, and your minions. The Lava Hound could be used in a Dragon Rider army like the Lava Rider attack that you probably have seen at Town Hall 14. Let me know down in the comments below. And the balloon makes for a really good troop to bring. Now after this, I would then recommend upgrading your baby dragons and your electro dragons. And of course, the skeleton spell with Inferno dragons. This is something that you will want to upgrade sooner rather than later. Outside of that, you then want to then go ahead and upgrade your Hog Riders. This is fantastic for people who really like to use the hybrid attack, as hybrid is still very good at Town Hall 13, but honestly, air has really taken over with the dragons and the Dragon Riders. So hogs are a little bit taking a little bit of a back seat, but they're still good to upgrade. I would recommend, if you're upgrading any Dark Elixir things, you should be using a Hammer of Fighting, so you don't really need to worry about spending all of that Dark Elixir on a troop, but instead you can save that for your heroes. Another spell that I would upgrade pretty early is going to be in the invisibility spell. This is something that's really important because the invisibility just allows you to have a couple more milliseconds more on the spell. That way it allows you to stay invisible for just a slightly bit longer. This is going to be great for Blizzard and also for your back end Royal Champion. Outside of that, you should also go ahead and work on your poison spell, jump spell, and your clone spell. It is something that you may want to focus on a little bit later. Outside of the spells, you then want to work on your giants and your wall breakers. The final couple troops, such as the Golem, Headhunter, Bowler, and Valkyrie, are all things that you should be doing last pretty much. The Headhunter, I would actually recommend doing first of all the Dark Elixir things, because the Headhunter, while being a very good utility troop, you don't really need to have it at the maximum level. In terms of the Bowler, Golem, and Valkyrie, you're barely going to be using them in any attacks anyways, so realistically, upgrade them however you want, as they really don't provide all too much. Outside of that, Siege Machine wise, if you are upgrading these, I would recommend doing them last, unless you're someone who wants to max them out sooner, like either a co-leader, leader, elder, etc., or you're just someone who wants to max them out. Then my recommendation is to mainly start with these two first. The Siege Barrack and the Log Launcher are two of the best siege machines to upgrade early game, mostly because the Siege Barrack and the Log Launcher are the two best siege machines right now. Other than that, the Battle Blimp is going to be your next one, mostly because the Battle Blimp is used a lot. Then I would do the Stone Slammer, and finally, sadly, the Wall Wrecker is the final one. The Wall Wrecker is not as useful, but it is something that you should still upgrade. Overall, that is what you should be doing in your laboratory. What do you think about this Town Hall 13 upgrade guide? Let me know down in the comments below. Make sure that you guys subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any future content, and make sure you use code CORRUPT if you plan on purchasing the gold pass, and I'll catch you in the next video. Corrupt, signing out.